What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Ralphdatrader here, back with another NQ weekly recap video. Um, just like always, man, I like to just recap NQ from the previous week to see what opportunities that were available to us to take advantage of. Just based off of seeing if we get a trigger, if we get a trigger alert or we have a signal day. And for me, a preferred signal day is the inside day signal day. Okay, so just want to recap what happened last week and just see what we could have done with the opportunities that were presented to us. All right. So NQ has been really bullish from Tuesday. You can see that price was continued to put in higher highs and higher lows, taking out previous days highs. All right. So we have other time frame traders that are driving the market. Okay, now coming into our Monday, doing our New York session on our 15-minute time frame, we can see that, all right, we can see clearly here that we get a trigger of the previous day's high. And also we did not have no major red news out on Monday. Okay, so we had no major red news out on Monday. And we can see that we did get a trigger of our previous day's high around 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, but what we want to see is, all right, and what I look for, all right, is a failed breakout, or I'm looking to see how price is behaving, all right, inside the 100 pip box. Okay, so typically when price triggers a previous day's high, I want to see them break out. All right, we want to see a failed breakout. So we want to see them push price up to the top part of the 100 pip box, okay, and then reverse it back down. But as you guys can see there on Monday, price was failing to break above 50. Okay, we was failing to break above 50, so we're in that bottom half of our 100 pip box. Okay, so we just want to let the market set up and see what the market is going to show us. So in this situation here, the market failed to break out. Okay, they failed to break out of the previous day's high. All right, and they just gave us a long trade staying in line with the trend off of double zero. Okay. We had to move off of double zero in that third hour going into that 11 a.m. hour. Okay. So we get the rejection off of the double zero. They give us a nice pin hammer at 10:45 for a trade back up to the upside, staying in line with the trend. So we did not get a clear or failed breakout, all right, of the previous day's high. Even though the previous day's high was triggered, we did not have any confirmation for a sell back to the downside. Okay, this is why you have to understand where you are also inside of that 100 pip box, because like I said, we want to see them break out, all right, and we want to catch the trade coming from off of the top part of the 100 pip box. Okay, but we did not get that. So now going into our Tuesday, we had major red news out at 10 a.m. So doing that Monday evening, heading into that Tuesday morning, we can see that price did trigger our previous day's high. Okay, we triggered our previous day's high, and then price went into accumulation. Okay, we went into accumulation. Now we had major red news out at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we want to wait until after 10 to see what the market gives us. Okay, so here's our New York open. This is our 9:30 candle. All right. And as you can see, just like yesterday, price is basically trading inside of this 50 pip box because here's our double zero and this is our 50 level. So price was just accumulating inside of this 100 inside of this 50 pip box. And then as you can see, price pushed up, all right, giving us a nice close outside of 50. All right, this was our 10 a.m. news, but we want to wait until after the news. We want to wait 15 to 30 minutes after the news to see what the market gives us. Here's our news candle, then that next candle at 10:15. Now, some might think this is an engulfing candle, but this is a stop hunt candle, guys. All right, this is a 70 some point candle. Okay, this is about a 70 some point candle. This is a stop hunt candle into traders that went long. Okay, this is a stop hunt candle into traders that went long. So we want to just wait and let the market set up. So this one candle took all these lows. Okay, it took out all these lows and also trapping all this volume up here. If you can look where this candle closed at, everybody that went long up here is now underwater. Okay, they've trapped all this volume up here, and then we have all this empty space down here. Okay, this is where our money is sitting. We have all that empty space down there. Okay, so this is the death candle. This is the trap candle, trapping all this volume. Okay, trapping all that volume. Now we just want to wait and see if the price is going to confirm that it's going to continue in a short trade or confirm if it's going to continue in a long trade like it did on Monday, even though it triggered the previous day's high. So we had the death candle trapping all this volume. And now, okay, this is, and like I said, this is not an engulfing candle. Even though it's larger than this is more of a stop hunt candle. If you watch Stacy's videos, he says never chase large candles. So at this point right here, you would just want to wait until price give you confirmation to continue to trade to the downside. So as you can see, they give you a nice pullback. All right. Then we get this nice bearish candle. All right, signaling that they're going to continue the trend to the downside. We could have that taking an entry here, set our stop loss at our 25 to 20 to 25 points, and we could have just caught out 50 points on this trade. Now, it wasn't a beautiful setup, but if you understand trap volume, okay, understand trap volume and just understand your levels, and you still were able to catch this trade. Now, maybe there probably was a better trade on another instrument, but just based off of NQ, all right, based off of NQ, you still had an opportunity to take a short trade with NQ based off of the setup because the previous day's high was triggered. Okay, we had this nice death candle taking out all these lows, trapping all this volume up top. Just want to wait until price give us a nice pullback and to confirm that it's going to continue in the with the downtrend. And price did do that, so we could have taken entries, like I said, once this candle here opened up. All right, or you could have waited until it pulled back a little bit, taking an entry there. But we did get in above 00 for a short trade back down to the downside for a 50 pip move. All right, coming back into all the money that was sitting down here, all this open space. And as you guys can see, that is clearly what they did. Now, it did take some time to do that, but all right, if you took entries here, your stop losses up here, so you had no issues with that trade. Let the trade play out. All right, now going into our free cash Wednesday. All right, heading into free cash Wednesday, we had major red news out at 10 a.m. Again, we had major red news out at 10 a.m. So we just want to wait until after the major red news to see what price gives us. So coming into our free cash Wednesday, we can see that around 9:45. All right, around 9:45, we get a trigger of the previous day's high. Okay, now we do know we have major red news out at 10 a.m. Here's our major red news candle. Okay, this is major red news. Prices also, all right, we're now, as you can see the difference, we're at the top part of the 100 pip box. Even though we triggered the previous day's high, we're at that top part of the 100 pip box. That next candle at 10:15 give us a nice tweezer top. All right, here, nice tweezer top. And you could have entered a trade here for your 50 pips. All right, for your 50 pips. Okay. And you guys also got to remember that this market is still trending in an uptrend. All right. So get your 50 pips in, you know what I mean, and just take what the market gives you and just get out. All right. Don't be like me sometimes. I'd be holding on to these trades, but you know, it is, that's something I have to work on too. But this was a nice short trade for a 50-point move, man. 20 to 20 to 20, 20, 25, 50 points, we good. And then as you can see, the market, once you got your 50, the market clearly reversed back to the upside. But based off of our trigger day, price triggering the previous day's high, we're at the top part of the 100 pip box. All right, tweezer top for the drop. All right, 50-point move. All right. Now, heading into our Thursday, okay, we had CPI news at 8:30, and we're still trending up, guys. Price is still in a strong uptrend. So, all right, you just have to be weary of that, you know what I mean, to not hold on to trades. Okay. So coming into our Thursday, you can see that price doing that Wednesday evening heading into that Thursday morning, price was just coiling. All right. They're just accumulating. And like Stacy says, big moves comes out when price is coiling sideways. Okay. So we had CPI news at 8:30. All right. At 8:30, we had CPI news. Here's our CPI news candle. CPI triggers the previous day's high. Okay. We get a trigger of the previous day's high. Now we just need to wait until after 9:30. Wait until after 9:30, let the market set up, let the market show us what it is that it wants to do. Because remembering that we're still in a strong uptrend, just because it triggered our previous day's high, okay, does not mean we need to just short the market. But because we've seen on Monday, price triggered the previous day's high and they continue with the trend in the long direction. So we always just want to wait and let the market set up. Let the market confirm to us that it's going to either continue with the buy or it's going to give a short trade. And we need to just look for our confirmation candles like pin hammers, tweezer top, tweezer bottom, engulfings. Okay, I look for shooting stars, morning star, evening stars as well. So we can clearly see that price was just accumulating. We had our major red news. All right, then right here at 8:45, all right, they give us a tweezer, give us another tweezer top pattern, but remember, we need to just wait until after 9:30. Okay, so here's our 9:30 candle. And before our 9:30 candle, you can see prices clearly respecting the double zero level. Okay, they're giving us these doji candles, and you get this another doji candle. So we're getting clear rejection that buyers are weakening in this market. Okay, and you can see sellers are starting to take over. All right, then right here at 9:45, you could have taken an entry. All right. If you wanted to wait until 9:45 and wait until the next hour at 10, you could have taken an entry here as well. So either here or here, you could have gotten in because everything was confirmed. We had the tweezer top. We wanted to wait until after 9:30. Before the 9:30 open, you can clearly see prices failing to break above double zero. Okay, we're the top part of the 100 pip box. All right, they give you this candle at 9:45, which you could have taken the entry at right here at 9:45 and put your stop loss at the high, all right? Or if you wanted to just wait until after 9:45 and wait until that new hourly rotation at 10 a.m., you still had you a nice entry. Okay, you still could have gotten in right somewhere, you know what I mean, just a little bit up underneath the quarter level of 75, but you still had a nice entry here. All right, so and you can clearly see that that was the move. All right. That was our move, and it came all the way down to take out the previous day's low, previous week's high. All right. And this thing just tanked. This one move is all that you really needed for this week. But there were other opportunities, all right, that we just went over that we could have taken advantage of along with this nice move here. Now heading into our free cash Friday, all right, heading into Free Cash Friday, we had major red news out at 8:30 and 10 a.m. All right, so that Thursday evening, heading into our New York session that Friday morning, we can clearly see that during the gap time between Asian and London session, we did get a trigger of our previous day's high. Okay, and price also triggered uh the previous month's high. Okay, we're still above the previous month's high here at our 8:30 CPI news candle. So here's our news candle, also giving us a trigger. All right, also triggering the previous day's high, but knowing that we had major red news out at 8:30 and 10 a.m., we just needed to wait until after then. And then also you can see that price is just pretty much just accumulating. All right, they're coiling sideways. All right, so we're just pretty much just trading inside of this box here. Then we want to wait until after our 10 a.m. news to see what the market sets up. Okay, so we have our 9:30 open here. Then after 9:30, price explodes to the upside at 9:45. Okay, but you don't want to get in because we have major red news out at 10. So here's our 10 a.m. news candle, all right, giving us a uh nice bullish closing candle. Okay, nice bullish closing candle above the 50. All right. So we want to wait 10 to 15 minutes after major red news. Then on that next candle at 10:15, they give you a nice pin hammer coming off of 50. All right. So you could have taken this long trade. All right, taking this trade, continue with the trend. All right. Price triggered the previous day's low. We waited till after major red news. Price closes above 50, giving us a nice pin hammer off of 50. All right. For a trend continuation. All right, you got your pin hammer, next candle. All right, you could have entered right at 50, or you could have entered as price broke above the pin hammer and caught 50 pips. All right, so now if you did not take that trade, price came back, okay, and gave you a retest, okay, gave you a nice retest, even though this trade happened outside of the timing window. But if you wasn't comfortable with taking this trade, okay, if you wasn't comfortable with taking this, but this is our signal, okay, this is our confirmation candle. I meant we got the pin hammer, okay, we got the previous day's low trigger, price pushed up to the upside. We waited until after major red news at 10 a.m. Price gives us a nice close above 50. Okay, price gives us a nice close above 50, giving us our confirmation candle, which is the pin hammer off of 50. All right, for another 50 to 100 point move right here. All right at 10:30 in that third hour. And like I said, if you did not take this trade, then you just want to wait until price give you a pullback or a retest, whichever one you like to call it. All right. You want to wait until price comes back and retest. And then you still had an opportunity for a continuation trade outside of our 12 candle window. All right. So those were the opportunities that we could have taken advantage of, man, on NQ. All right, just looking at NQ from the past week, those were some opportunities. If you're able to just keep things really simple, all right, and just trade what the market gives you, okay? Trade what the market gives you, all right? Trade what you see and not what you think. Just because it triggers a previous day's high or previous day's low, we still need to have price confirm if it's going to be a failed breakout or if it's going to be a continuation trade, and also understanding how to use the levels. All right, that 100 pip box is really key. All right, understanding how to use that 100 pip box and remembering that, you know, from 00 to 75, we're looking to sell. Okay, and from 00 to 25, that's our buy area. Okay, so understand that 100 pip box, and I'm telling you, you'll still be able to catch some nice scalps or some nice trades. Okay, and like always, man, I hope you guys get some value from this video. I like doing these recap videos because it also helps me as well as I um like to help you guys out and just showing you guys on how you can really keep things like really, really simple because I'm a simple person. And as you guys can see, I don't do the initial balance, opening range. I don't do no templates. I just look to see what the market presents to me on that day itself. Okay. And I just look for those triggers and those signal days. But because I understand market structure and the 100 pip box, this is why I'm still able to catch the same trades without using all of the other variables that Stacy teaches. Not saying that those things do not work because I know that they work. But for me to just make things simpler for me, like he talks about his friend Stevens, he mostly focuses on like the same thing as me. But far as Steven, I don't know if he take continuation trades. I take continuation trades. I don't just look for failed breakouts. But anyways, man, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I don't want it to be too long. And just like I said, I hope you guys get some value out of it. If you got some value out of the video, leave a comment down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and show me your appreciation. Show me that you guys got some gained some value out of this video. Like always, work hard, stay disciplined, be patient, and be the reason someone smiles today. Be the reason someone smiles today. Peace and love. Have a good one.